I tell people a lot of times, and they don't understand it. To me, you weren't like the regular, typical, like stereotypical dad. A lot of the times it was like having a brother rather than having a dad.
And what would be worse?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just speaking on my experience, you know?
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I just said...
The summer 2009, 2008, something like that. It was right after we got the Wii, so one of those years. And you had just had your first surgery. That
would have been 2009. The surgery was December of 2008.
Okay, yeah. You had just had your first rotator cuff surgery, and you were home. You weren't working. Emily and I would be like, oh, can we go outside and play? And you'd be like, no, you have to beat me in Mario Kart first. Mm-hmm. Or if we wanted, like my friend Hunter, who used to spend the night, which looking back is kind of strange, but he used to spend the night and you would make him beat you in the, what was it? Yeah, that was the Wii Sports.
Yeah, Wii Sports, soccer goalie. You got to keep the balls from going into the net. And he never beat me.
Yes, he did. He got a perfect score.
And as I did, that's not beating me, that's tying.
Well, yeah, you can't, whatever. That's pretty much how my experience was.
But it made an impression because on your high school graduation, he wanted to come in and play Mario Kart for old time's sake.
Yeah. And then he ended up being Logan's best man at the wedding. Mm-hmm. So everything came full circle. But you're just a very hyperactive person. Always like to be doing something.
Pretty much, yes. Pretty much. Always like sports. Got into sports, as you know, because when I was younger, I couldn't do anything because I'm epileptic and I had some massive seizures, grand mal. They used to use my EEG charts, which is the brainwave charts, to teach other classes. My doctor would take my charts and teach other classes with them when I was younger. My mother was very protective, and then finally they let me start doing stuff, so I ran with it. Basketball, baseball, couldn't play football in leagues, but did baseball, basketball, and every other thing.
Didn't you have to sneak out of the house to go play baseball with the other kids or something like that?
Not after a while, but I used to do it at the boys club a lot, and then there's fields out there we'd play, and especially on Thanksgiving Day. Football, massive football games.
So let me get this straight. You weren't sneaking out to do drugs. You were sneaking out of the house to go play sports.
Yes, definitely. Or I just wouldn't come home. I'd just stay out late. And I had to leave my shoes on the porch because...
they smelled?
Bad.
I can believe it.
Bad.
Logan has a separate basket in the garage where all his pickleball clothes go because they have to be washed separate. They smell so bad.
Mm-hmm. But, like you said, didn't do drugs, didn't drink, played sports.
I feel like everything has its own problem, though, because you also have a very bad temper, too. Mm-hmm. You can have a very bad temper. So, yeah, it's all fun and games until you lose your lid.
Or in somebody's supposed to be bowling and they're on their phone and getting everybody backed up. That was not a part of the conversation at all. Well, you said getting mad, and I was like, kind of get a little aggravated.
Yeah, you had a really bad temper, but one of the things that is redeeming about that is that... what was it, a few years ago you started going to therapy? Do you think it's helped?
I started seeing her after my first shoulder surgery.
Oh, you've been seeing her for that long?
2009.
Not a lot of men your age, or men in general, will even take that step to go to therapy.
Well, when you get injured like that, I hope people that I know do not, but shoulder surgery sucks. Knee surgery's bad, but it's...
why did shoulder surgery make you go to therapy?
That's because after that, I couldn't do certain things that I used to do. Oh. I can't lift stuff sideways, like even a 1 pound weight, it hurts. Stuff that I was able to do easier, couldn't do it anymore because once you get your rotator cuff fixed, it's never the same. So playing sports for one, trying to play basketball after I got over that. Couldn't lift my hand above my head. Couldn't do things that I would normally do. So that's why.